What's going on, guys? I just wanted to create a really quick video here explaining how I got the turbo in from the top and out from the top. So just to get straight to the point, you can actually get this side of the turbo out really easily by just undoing all the lines and then just moving it out this way. So in case you guys don't know what lines you have to do, there's a oil line right here, coolant line right here, and there's another coolant line under there. And once you get these three things off the top, you then have to worry about under the turbo. Under the turbo, there's a oil drain line directly underneath this, so like right underneath down there, and then there's a intercooler line that goes over here. Those are pretty simple. You don't need to drop the subframe to get to those. You can actually find little like openings that you can fit an extension through. The only thing you might need is an extra set of hands to put the swivel extension onto the right bolt or nut and just keep it flush. But once you get those lines off and everything is kind of good, the only thing you have to do is just take off the wastegate actuator or the wastegate, and you're pretty much good to go. This comes off, there's the 3 bolts there. You pop this tab off, just take this whole thing out. This then you do undo the C-clamp, pull this out that way. And then once you pull this out that way, you can actually get access to the 3 bolts underneath here, because there you can see there's bolts here, here, here. These are easy to get to, but there's 3 here that you can't even get a tool on unless this is out of the way. So this would works better. And then once all this is out and pretty much out of the way, you can then unbolt the actual exhaust part. Once that's once that is unbolted, you literally just pull the whole motor forward by unbolting this mount right here, this motor mount, and then you put a jack underneath the motor to kind of hold it in place so it doesn't go down or anything, because once this comes off, it's going to fall down. So you're going to want to put a jack underneath it, and then but after that, you could just pull the motor forward, and this can kind of roll out or push out this way and go up that way. Very simple. You don't have to drop the subframe. I know in Driver's KG's video, he had a really good method too that basically had everything come out from the bottom, and that's also a very valid method. It's just the only thing I didn't like about that method was that you had to remove the whole subframe, and that might add on some time. But other than that, that's all there is to it. Just literally wastegate actuator, get that out of the way, remove the coolant lines, there's one there, and then there's another one down there, remove the oil line, remove the intercooler pipe at the bottom, and then the oil drain line at the bottom. Once all that is literally off, you can just undo the C-clamp right here and pull this out. Be forewarned, there is a copper gasket that goes between these two things that will fall, and then that's about it. And then if you're doing the turbo swap for your first time, this line right here actually had this line right here actually had a bracket that was connected to either the OEM turbo or the firewall. Long story short, you're able to get a tool on it, except when you go to loosen it, it kind of comes out and it will jam your tool up against the firewall. And you're basically gonna have to remove this motor mount, pull the motor forward, and then you'll get access to that bracket and tool, and then you can also pull everything else out. And that's honestly just it. It took me a couple of days because it's my first time doing it, but I was alone, and it actually worked out pretty easily. There isn't really much, it's not really as complicating as it seems. You just gotta be very careful when installing things, and definitely make sure you oil up the turbo and you take all the precautions, because so far so good. Everything looks good on mine. Nothing is broken except for the CHRA that I kind of broke myself, so that's what I'm replacing today. When I actually start to do this, I'll also take little videos and upload them so people can get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's about it. Not that hard at all. Just undo everything on the turbo, including the wastegate, pull the side out that way, and this guy can probably pretty much do the same thing, go out that way and roll out. You might not even need to move the motor to get this out. I mean, I just did that for the first time, and putting everything in, the motor was normal. So that's about it. If you guys have any questions or concerns, just shoot me a message, and I will help you guys out the best I can. See ya.